Gentlemen, I have blind bought my very first Roja Parfum fragrance. I could not stop myself, and I'll tell you why. This fragrance that I have right here in my hand typically retails for $600 for a 50 ml. But I found an amazing deal on a second-hand market for $180 for my bottle here that I have, and I just could not pass up on it. So I pulled the trigger and decided to buy my very first Roja Parfum fragrance without ever having tried it. So I will try this fragrance with you guys for the very first time, and what fragrance it is I'll tell you very shortly. But first, let's look at the presentation. Here on the back it says a fragrance by Roja, Dove made in England. On the back you have the ingredients list, and on the sides here you have these gold buildings engraved on the box because this is a part of the Middle Eastern collection of Roja fragrances. And the fragrance that I got was Roja Qatar Aoud Parfum. Again, I found an incredible deal. So it isn't a brand new bottle. There is around 25 ml left of this 50 ml. But let's look at this box after you've opened it up. After you've pulled out the top of the box, you have the fragrance bottle lying inside of this very silky cushioning with the bottle inside here. And when you take the bottle out here, you have this beautiful square bottle with the Roja Parfum Qatar Aoud Parfum. Beautiful design here with the golden buildings and golden text. And the cap itself is also very cool because these Roja caps have Swarovski crystals all over it. So on the sides and on the top with the Roja signature engraved on it as well. But enough about the box and presentation. Let's actually smell this fragrance together for the very first time. So let's apply this normally $600 fragrance on skin, and let's talk about the scent profile. Ooh, this is strong. This is very strong. So I've seen the notes of it before just to have a glimpse of what I was buying, and there's some fruits, there's some citruses, there's a cotton candy accord, and there's some oud, some orris, a cashmere accord. So a little bit of everything combined with a very prominent oud. This is a very sweet, fruity, zingy fragrance. There's some very distinctive oud funk, not in a very animalic or fecal way, but you can definitely smell that there's something oudy in here. And you also get this form of fluffy, airy sweetness. It's very difficult to describe, but you definitely get some airy sweetness that is very prominent, very pushing, and very uplifting. You can tell that this is very base heavy because I get the very silky, smooth cashmere-like feeling with this very clean but still very funky oud and this very fluffy cotton candy sweetness. It is very unique, very interesting, and very divisive. This will definitely not be for everyone. This has some type of funk to it that not everyone will enjoy. So this is definitely not mass appealing. This is for someone who's looking for a very unique, head-turning fragrance that will either give you positive or negative feedback, but also for the person who wants something sweet and oudy with a very distinctive quality. So I will say that this has been a successful blind buy for me, my taste, and what I like. I like very challenging, strong, opulent and divisive fragrances. I like a little bit of everything, and I definitely love oud. So this for me has been a successful blind buy so far, and I can definitely see myself emptying this bottle. I think there's around 25 ml left in this bottle, and I will definitely wear the heck out of this fall and winter season because I think that's where this is suitable the most. You can wear this in the spring, and I think you can wear it in the summer, but you need to be very careful with the amount of sprays and who you're around, because I can imagine this can be very cloying in the very hot weather. But people in the Middle East, where this fragrance is the main target audience for, they are known to wear very oud heavy fragrances and very strong fragrances in very hot weather. So even though I think for some people this can be very cloying and headache inducing in very high heat, I can still see this really disperse itself and project a lot in the very high heat and really announce itself with very good projection and strong sillage. So you need to like very strong, possibly funky oud fragrances with some very distinctive sweetness to enjoy this fragrance, especially if you want to enjoy it in the very high heat weather. It is starting to dry a little bit very quickly, but not because it is less strong than it was in the opening, but as I said, I feel like this is very base heavy. So I'll get back to you tomorrow after I've tested out this fragrance, both in longevity, projection, what I think about this fragrance, and in the end give you a men's improvement rating. So gentlemen, a day later, I have tried this fragrance out. I've worn it for an entire day and I've seen other people's reaction to it. I can say to you gentlemen that I think this was a small W of a blind buy. I really enjoy this fragrance and it is definitely something for me, my liking and my taste and what I look for in a fragrance, with it being very strong, possibly divisive, not for everyone, and something that is oud focused but still very unique, interesting, and something that is really potent and out there. But in my wearing experience, it is just a little bit disappointing, especially if you were to buy this for the retail price of $600, because in my wearing experience this gives you this anosmic reaction where after an hour of wear you will not smell this fragrance on yourself anymore. The first hour of wearing, I got this very noticeable, very deep and dense scent bubble of this candy flossy, sweet, metallic oud with some slight smoothness of the cashmere accord in the base as well. But after an hour or two, I got anosmic to this real fast and I could not pick up on either the scent bubble or whenever I put my nose up close to this fragrance. I know it lasted and I know it projected because people said to me that they could smell me and thought it was weird that I couldn't smell my own scent. But this lasts, this projects, but you will not pick up on your own scent after an hour or two because you will get anosmic to this fragrance. At least I did. I think for $600 it is slightly disappointing, but in my experience and in my buying experience of getting this for $180 instead of $600, I think this is a very cool fragrance. I think this smells very unique. It's divisive, it's strong, it's dispersive, with great longevity of 10 to 12 hours on my skin, and this very dense scent bubble that gives off an arm's length of projection but in the end dries to being a mild skin scent. I think this is a very good fragrance. I think it's a very unique fragrance, and as I told you many times now, it is divisive, so be careful. Do not blind buy this as I did. Go try it out if you have the possibility to do so. And in terms of a men's improvement rating, I have given this a 9.3 out of 10 men's improvement rating. I will wear the heck out of this fragrance in the fall and winter, because not only do I want to empty this bottle because I really like this scent and I want to really push the boundaries of how strong of the scent bubble, projection and sillage I can pull off from this fragrance, but I also want to dive into some other Roja Parfum fragrances. Gentlemen, what do you think of this video? Have you tried the Roja Parfum Qatar Aoud before? Have you tried any Roja fragrances before? Do you like the brand? Do you dislike it? What are your thoughts about not only this video, but about the Roja Parfum brand, and in particular this fragrance if you tried it before? Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. I would love to see your thoughts and opinions down there. Also, if you enjoyed this video, gentlemen, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe to the Men's Improvement YouTube channel for more videos about fragrance, grooming, style, fashion, skincare, fitness, watches, everything that will make you, gentlemen, the best possible versions of yourselves. The last few things I want to ask you, gentlemen, is to smile more because it's free, and I want you to watch these two videos right here.